So we are starting with next one, which is A29. It carries two independent parts. Part 1 is what we are starting with. It gives me sales revenue rupees 2 lakh. Further, it gives me fixed cost rupees 40,000. It gives me break-even point in rupees 1,60,000. Now that break-even point is going to be a starting point. That is where we are going to analyze the things. Break-even point in rupees, formula was fixed cost divided by PV ratio. So what I can get from here is PV ratio. 1,60,000 is equal to 40,000 divided by PV ratio. So PV ratio is 0.25 or 25%. 40,000 divided by 1,60,000 is 0.25, which is 25%. Now having got a PV ratio, sales multiplied by PV ratio will give me contribution. So I can get 2 lakh into 25%, 50,000 as contribution, less fixed cost 40,000. I'll get required figure profit 10,000 rupees. That is a part 1. Very simple, 2 marks each questions. We reach part 2. Independent part, nothing to be taken from first part data. You are given fixed cost 20,000. You are given fixed cost 20,000. Profit given 10,000. Break-even point given 40,000. Now contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit, 20,000 plus 10,000. 30,000 is contribution. What is break-even point? Rupees 40,000 is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio, 20,000 divided by PV ratio. This implies PV ratio is 0.5 or 50%. PV ratio is 50%. And formula for this, 50 is equal to contribution divided by sales multiplied by 100. Now contribution we computed is 30,000. 50 is equal to 30,000 divided by sales into 100. So I can simply say sales is rupees 60,000. This is what question wanted me to compute. There can be alternative ways, but answer will be same. Sale is equal to rupees 60,000 here. I hope this much is clear. Next one, A30. Question A30. It says A Limited has margin of safety 37.5%. Margin of safety percentage 37.5%. Contribution to sale ratio 40%. What is this PV ratio? Fixed cost rupees 5 lakh. Requirements. Part 1. Break-even sales is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. 5 lakh divided by 0.30. 5 lakh divided by 0.40 rather. It is 40%, not 30%. This is 40%. Five lakh divided by 0.40. This is 12,50,000 rupees. This is break-even sale part 1. Part 2. Total sales. Total sales means actual sale he wants you to calculate. So actual sale I will get from margin of safety. Margin of safety percentage 37.5%. 37.5 is equal to actual sale minus break-even sale. Let actual sale be X. X minus 12,50,000 whole divided by X into 100. What is margin of safety percentage? Margin of safety in rupees divided by actual sale in rupees multiplied by X. Let actual sale in rupees be X. From there I made this equation. Actual sale minus break-even sale, that is MOS in rupees divided by actual sale in rupees into 100. So what I am getting, 0.375x is equal to X minus 12,50,000. 0.625x is equal to 12,50,000. Once you divide, you will get X is equal to rupees 20 lakh. X is rupees 20 lakh. That is second part answer. Part 3, very simple now. He wants you to calculate variable cost. Sales 20 lakh. PV ratio 40%. Makes contribution 8 lakh. And sale minus contribution is variable cost. Variable cost 20 lakh minus 20 lakh minus 8 lakh. How did I get 8 lakh? 20 lakh into 40%. Variable cost rupees 12 lakh. Answer of this part. This is part number 3. Fourth thing wanted there, current profit. Part 4. Now fixed cost was 5 lakh. Contribution minus fixed cost is equal to profit. So profit equals 8 lakh minus 5 lakh. This is rupees 3 lakh. This is rupees 3 lakh. Part 5, last part of this question. He says new margin of safety if sale volume is increased by 7.5%. Now, if sale quantity increases, volume increases, break-even point remains same. Actual sale amount will also increase by 7.5%. So, actual sale rises to 20 lakh plus 7.5%. It is 21 lakh 50,000. Break-even point in rupees remains constant at 12 lakh 50,000. At 12 lakh 50,000. Revised MOS in rupees. Now remember, break-even point in rupees can change if selling price changes. If quantity changes, then it does not change at all. So your revised MOS is rupees 9 lakh. That is the ultimate answer of this last part of question 30. Next question. Question 31. Now, question 31 is a very simple, easy question worth 2-3 marks in the exam only. It tells you the company has made profit 50,000 in the current year. Selling price per unit 15. Marginal cost means variable cost. Variable cost per unit is rupees 12. He wants you to compute MOS in rupees. Now, what is MOS in rupees? One of the formula is profit divided by PV ratio. Now, PV ratio 3 divided by 15 into 100. 20%. So, MOS in rupees 50,000 divided by 20%. Rupees 2,50,000. Very, very simple 2-3 marks question in exam. You need to remember the formula for MOS in rupees. There are two formulas, must apply whichever is conveniently applicable in the question. So, profit divided by PV ratio applies to get MOS in rupees. Next one, question 32. Question tells me margin of safety is rupees 2,40,000, which is 40% of sales. PV ratio 30%. You have to compute break-even sale and profit with a given amount of sale. Now, first thing is, let us analyze margin of safety to find actual sale that they are having. If sale is X, 0.40x is equal to 2,40,000. X equal 2,40,000 divided by 0.40. That is rupees 6 lakh. Actual sales. Now, formula. MOS in rupees equal actual sales minus break-even sales. 2,40,000 is equal to 6 lakh minus break-even sale in rupees. So break-even sales 3,60,000 rupees. This is what? This is part 1 answer. This is part 1 answer, 3,60,000 rupees. Now, if sale is 9 lakh, part 2. If sale is 9 lakh, contribution shall be 9 lakh into 30%, 2,70,000. Now break-even point in rupees 3,60,000 is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. When PV ratio is 30%, fixed cost shall be 3,60,000 into 30%. 1,08,000. Profit equal contribution minus fixed cost. 2,70,000 minus 1,08,000. This is 1,62,000 rupees. That is the answer. So it is not difficult, very simple things asked here and there in various questions. Next one, A33. Question A33. X Limited has earned a contribution of 2 lakh, profit of 1,50,000 on sale of 8 lakh. What is the margin of safety? Now, margin of safety in rupees, it can be computed as profit divided by PV ratio. Now, profit is given 1,50,000. What is PV ratio? Contribution divided by sale. 2 lakh divided by 8 lakh into 100. 25%. So 1,50,000 divided by 0.25. I get rupees 6 lakh. Nothing difficult, simple application of a formula required in the question. This was A33. The next question is A34. It's a little bigger question. I'll call it a question of 6 to 8 marks in the exam. So need to concentrate carefully on variable cost per unit, fixed cost, and then go through all the requirements of the question. First of all, you are given a table. The table is for 40,000 bottles of mineral water. Total cost is given. Last column tells me how much is variable. I should concentrate on variable cost divided by 40,000 bottles, get variable cost per bottle. Fixed cost, the balance one, to be added, aggregated to get total fixed cost. So first I am doing is working note here. This is question A34. And I am doing is working note 1. Analysis of costs. Total, variable, fixed. Material 2,10,000, all variable. Labor 1,50,000, 80% variable. 1,50,000 into 80%. 1,20,000 variable, 30,000 fixed. Factory overhead 92,000, 60% variable, 55,200 variable, and balance 36,800 fixed out of 92,000 which was given. Administration overhead 40,000, 35% is variable, 14,000 is variable, 26,000 is fixed. In addition, there is another selling overhead commission 8%, that is purely variable, but selling price is not known. So it will be 8% of selling price, 0.08 of X will be my selling price later on. So at the moment I am adding all the variable cost, 2,10,000, 1,20,000, 55,200 and 14,000. I am getting total 399,200. Divide by 40,000 units. I want per unit for variable cost for sure. I am getting is 9.98 per unit. Fixed I need total only. 30,000, 36,800, 26,000, 92,800. That is fixed. Now first part of the question, I am going to assume selling price to be X and solve for basic equation, sale minus variable cost minus fixed cost equal profit. Part 1. Let selling price per bottle be X. Now what they are going to do, they are going to sell 40,000 units. Sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost is equal to profit. What will be sale? 40,000 X. What is variable cost? Variable cost is 399,200 plus 8% commission on sales. 40,000 into 8%, 3,200x. Minus fixed costs, 92,800 should be equal to profit. What is profit? 10% profit on Sale proceeds 4000x. It is variable profit, not fixed profit, because it is dependent on sale. So this is the equation that I am going to solve. So it is 40,000 minus 3200 minus 4000. 32,800x should be equal to 399,200 plus 92,800. 4,92,000 divide by 32,800. X is equal to 15 per bottle. So my desired selling price is going to be 15 rupees per bottle. It is not difficult. Just catch the basics and do the things. Selling price desired is X. Commission thereon is 8% of the amount of sale. Profit desired is 10% of the amount of sale. So I create the equation, solve it for X and get the desired figure. Part 2. It says calculate break-even point in rupee sale as also in number of bottles of for Indian subsidiary on assumption that selling price is 14 per bottle. Now concentrate here. Selling price per unit is 14. Variable cost per unit other than commission 9.98 per unit. Now commission per unit 14 into 8% 1.12. So total variable cost per unit 11.10. Fixed cost remains at 92,800. So what are the formulas there? Let's apply formulas. Break-even point in units. Fixed cost divide by contribution per unit. 92,800 divided by 14 minus 11.1. 92,800 divided by 2.9. This is 32,000 units or bottles. Now in rupees, fixed cost divide by PV ratio. Let us first compute PV ratio. 2.9 on 14 into 100. 2.9 divided by 14. This is 20.71428 %. Do not approximate because it is going to be used further in our calculation. 92,800 divided by 0.207148 dash. 92,800 divided by this figure gives me 4,48,000 rupees. This is ultimate answer of this question. This is a complete A34. The next question is A35. In this question, you are given one income statement at 40,000 units. You are given all variable cost, fixed cost of two types, specific and allocated. and you are given profit also. You are required to calculate the profit when there are changes in the basic data. So what I will do first, I will get basic data. What basic data? Selling price, variable cost per unit, fixed cost totals. I'll get all that basic data. Then we will make changes in that and make a revised income statement to get a profit. In second part, further, you are required some volume in case of some changes in material cost or some other cost. So I'm just making basic working note there, analysis there. Working note 1, basic analysis. Selling price per unit. 700 lakhs divide by 40,000. 1750. 700 lakhs divided by 40,000. All variable cost being analyzed now. Material cost per unit. 264 lakh divided by 40,000. 660. Labor cost per unit. 52 lakhs divided by 40,000. 130. Direct expense. 124 lakhs divided by 40,000. 310. If you add them all, you will get per unit variable cost total. This is 1100. Total variable cost per unit. Total fixed cost. Let me add all fixed costs. It is added there, 202.50 lakhs. Fixed cost is needed total. The variable cost is needed per unit. So, you are given a present profit. Now, you concentrate on part 1. Requirements of part 1. Working note is clear. The working note will be used in my further analysis that we will be doing. Profit with 10% increase in selling price. Revised selling price per unit. 10% increase. 1750 plus 10%. 1925. 175 increased, so it becomes 1925. With 10% reduction in sales volume, earlier volume was 40,000 units. 10% reduction, sale units. Revised sale units, 36,000. Let us make income statement now. Everything very simple. Sales revenue 1925 multiplied by 36,000. 1925 multiplied by 36,000. It is 693 lakhs. Rupees lakhs. Variable cost 1100 into 36,000. 36,000 into 1100. This is 396 lakhs. After subtracting, I'll get contribution. 693 minus 396. I'm getting contribution 297 lakhs. Fixed cost unchanged 202.50. I'm getting 94.5 lakhs as profit. This is profit caused by changes in quantity as well as selling price. Part 2 of the question. It says volume to be achieved to maintain original profit. Original profit was what? Original profit given in question 57.5 lakhs. They want to maintain this original profit after 10% rise in material cost. Material cost rises by 10%, implies the material cost originally was 660 per unit. 660 plus 10%, 726 per unit. 726 per unit. At original busted selling price. Original selling price. Selling price per unit applicable 1750. Variable cost 726 plus other variable costs per unit are same. 130, 310. 130, 310. So I'm getting total 726, 130, 310. I'm getting total 1166. Contribution per unit based on this revised data 584. Rupees 584 per unit. Desired profit is known, so sale quantity to earn DFP equals fixed cost 202.50 lakhs plus 57.5 lakhs divide by 584 per unit. So 202.5 plus 57.5, they are in lakhs, 260 lakhs divide by 584 per unit. This is 44521 approximately. You're getting fraction, but fraction units cannot be sold. Hence, it is 44,521 units approximately. So, you have to consider little bit of changes here and there, and with the help of revised data, you are able to get all the basic figures desired in the question. This was A35. Next one. Question A36. Now this is comparatively very easy question. Only thing, it has to be attempted 3 times. Once for north, once for east, once for south, and then add them, aggregate them, you'll get the total. I'm concentrating on north. Analysis for north. Once you understand north, for other areas you can do in exactly same manner. You are given actual data, budgeted data of sales and profit. Actual sale 1100 and it was under budgeted 400. It is lesser than budget by 400. So budgeted was 1500. Budgeted was 1500. That's why there is under budgeting by 400. Similarly, profit. Actual 135 under budgeted by 180. So budgeted was 315. Now apply formula PV ratio. Change in profit by change in sales into 100. This is 180 divided by 400 into 100. 180 divided by 400. This is 45%. Once you get PV ratio, analyze at anything, either at actual or at budgeted, you'll be able to get more data as desired, like fixed cost. Actual sale 1100, contribution is 45% of 1100. $495. Profit is 135. So balance is fixed cost. 495 minus 135, 360 is fixed cost. This is part 1 answer. For north only. For north only, part 1 answer is 360. Then break-even point in rupees. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. 360 divided by 45%. 360 divided by 0.45. This is 800. This is part 2 answer. Now same things you are going to apply for east, south. Do on your own. I am giving you answers here. What you are going to get for east and south. I may compute here itself the PV ratio first. In short, I am doing here. PV ratio not desired, but without that you will not be able to start. It is 90 divided by 150. 60%. In south, it is 110 on 200. That is 55%. Then fixed cost you will get 660, 330. And break-even point you will get 1100 and 600. Once you add all three, you will get total. Total includes north, south and east. PV ratio not computed there. 1350 is fixed cost and 2500 is break-even point. They are not difficult. They are very simple things. Only thing, it has been asked 3 times in the same question. That does not make it difficult. It is still very, very easy question. That was A36. The next question is A37. A37 is one of the best questions of this basics in marginal costing. It carries something to understand. It is dependent on 2 words, let me tell you. Little tricky question. So concentrate on language that I read here in detail. So what I am doing here is question A37. Now it says Bhavin Engineering is operating at 70% capacity and has following information. Break-even point 200 crore rupees, PV ratio 40%, margin safety rupees 50 crore. Bhavin's management has decided to increase production to 90%, 95% capacity level with following modifications. Selling price will be reduced by 8%. The variable cost will be reduced by 5% on sale. This word on sale is most important in the question. Full question is based on this word on sale. Now try to focus here. Earlier, PV ratio was 40% before modifications. It implies variable cost was 60% on sales. After modifications, variable cost gets reduced by 5% on sales. It implies variable cost after modification shall be 55% on sales, implying revised profit volume ratio (45% on sales). This is most important point in the question. If you can't get revised PV ratio, no part of the question can be dealt correctly. Try to understand, if words on sale were not there, then what will happen? Try to understand. Original, if selling price per unit was 100, 60 was variable cost, 40 was contribution per unit. If words on sale were not there, then this reduces by 5%, becomes 57. The selling price is also reducing by 8%. This becomes 92. Then whatever you get here, from there you get a PV ratio. But in this question, it is not correct. Why it is not correct? Because the word is variable cost reduces by 5% on sale. It is not reducing 5% directly. This is not, variable cost is not declining 5%. This is wrong implication. So try to understand difference in answers if language changes. If on sale word is not there, then what? In the given case, what is going to happen? On 92, 55% of 92 is variable cost, 45% of 92 is going to be the contribution. That is the present scenario in the question. So this is most important point to understand. Now I am slowly reaching A part of the question. Requirement A. Requirement A. It is wanting some sale for desired fixed profit. I may read it for you. Indicate sale figure with the working that will be needed to earn 10 crore over and above present profit and also meet 20% interest on additional capital. So it is simple. Sales in rupees to earn desired fixed profit is equal to revised fixed cost plus desired fixed profit divided by revised PV ratio. Now this I have computed already 45%. This is my working note 1. This is my working note 2. So in two different working notes I will compute. I will come back to this formula, apply the formula and get the ultimate required answer. So revised fixed cost. Revised fixed cost equal original fixed cost plus inflation plus interest on additional capital. Three things to be added. Original fixed cost. Now original fixed cost not directly given in question. Original break-even point in rupees is equal to original fixed cost divided by original PV ratio. I need to apply original PV ratio of 40% to get this figure. Original break-even point given rupees 200 crores is equal to original fixed cost divided by 40%. 40% was original PV ratio. From there I get original fixed cost ₹80 crores. So from here I am getting is equal to 80 crores plus, he has told me increase in third point there, the fixed cost will increase by 20 crores. 20 crores plus interest he is giving me 50 crore is additional capital on which interest rate is 20%. Second last line in the question, 20% is interest rate on 50 crore. 20% on rupees 50 crore. These are three things which make up revised fixed cost, rupees 110 crore. Working note 1, I am computing revised fixed cost. Original fixed cost plus increase plus interest on additional capital. Three things added, I am getting 110 crore. Working note 2. Desired fixed profit. Original profit plus increase. Question tells me in first point here, A point here, indicate sale figures with working that will be required to earn 10 crore over and above the present profit. Over and above present profit. From where to get present profit? MOS formula. Present MOS in rupees is equal to present profit divided by present PV ratio. Present profit given in the question, not given, rather to be computed. Present MOS given rupees 50 crores present profit divided by 40%. So present profit rupees 20 crore. Desired profit rupees 20 crore plus increase wanted rupees 10 crore. Rupees 30 crore. So now I can get back to this formula. 110 crore plus rupees 30 crore whole divided by 45%. Once you calculate, it is 311.11 crore approximately. It is not difficult, very simple if you go step by step. Key thing is 45%. That is where students do errors. Obviously, do it step by step, you will understand it better. This is requirement A. Requirement B. Part 1. Revised break-even point. Rupees 110 crore revised fixed cost divided by 45%. Once you compute, you get 244.44 crore. Revised fixed cost, eliminate the desired profit. Simple formula, same formula. Revised fixed cost divided by revised PV ratio. From there I am getting 244.44 crore. Part 2, I don't need to explain. 45% we have been using many times in this question already. Part 3 is most important relevant part here. Revised MOS. Be sure you are not going to apply profit by PV ratio because profit there is desired. That is not actual. I need to apply revised actual sales minus revised break-even point in rupees. I need to calculate actual sale correctly. What was original sale? What was original sales? Rupees 250 crore. How did I get? Break-even point plus MOS. What is MOS in rupees? Actual sale minus break-even sale. So actual sale equal break-even sale plus margin of safety. 200 plus 50. 250 crore is original sale. At 70% level it is. At same prices, sale at 95% level will be 250 crore divided by 70 into 95. If the selling price did not change, then proportionate sale due to quantitative change, 250 divided by 70 into 95. It will be 339.28 crore. But selling price is declining by 8%. First point of the question, sale price will be reduced by 8%. So minus 8%. If selling price decline 8%, sale revenue will reduce by 8%. So revised actual sale shall be 312.14 crores. It's not desired sale, it is actual sale anticipated in the situation. So now revised margin of safety in rupees 312.14 crore minus 244.44 crore break even sale. This is 67.7 crore. Answer. That is a complete question. The good things in question: number 1, revise the PV ratio. Number 2, requirement A. Number 3, revised margin of safety, which is requirement B, part 3. They are very good items to understand and remember. This was question A37. Next one, question A38. You need to answer this carefully because it is a very small question but little ticklish. You need to understand with an example, then you can easily do. Company has PV ratio of 40%. By what percentage must sale be increased to offset 20% reduction in selling price? Take an example to explain. Only example can help you understand such questions. $1,000 units are there. Selling price per unit 10 rupees. Variable cost per unit is bound to be 6 because only then PV ratio will be 40% required there. Contribution per unit is this. So what they are having? They are at present having sales revenue of 10,000. 6,000 variable cost and 4,000 contribution. What he wants, there is 20% reduction in selling price. Selling price per unit becomes 8. 10 reduced by 20%. It becomes 8. Variable cost per unit remains same at 6. Contribution per unit becomes 2. Now, you want that your contribution total amount is still 4,000. Only then profit will remain same. Offsetting means having no impact on profit. If profit is same, fixed cost is same, total contribution has to be same. To earn same old contribution of rupees 4,000, they must sell 4,000 divided by 2. 2,000 units. Earlier was 1,000 units, now is 2,000 units. Sale quantity must double, or I can say increase by 100%. Only then offsetting can be done. What is the impact on sale value? Earlier sale value was 10,000. Earlier sale value 10,000. Now sale value 2,000 into 8, 16,000. Increase by 60%. That is the answer. Sale quantity must double, sale value must increase by 60%. Only then we can offset reduction of 20% in selling price. If selling price reduces, you want to offset, quantity has to increase. How much quantity has to increase? It has to double. The sale revenue increases from 10,000 to 16,000, making it 60% increase in sale value. That is complete question A38. Last question in this category, question A39. A category, last question. It is quite oral question. If you want to understand more, you can make examples and check the same. But it is on how the profit volume ratio is going to get affected. So take a simple thing in your mind. Contribution per unit divided by selling price per unit. Whenever they are going to change, PV ratio will change. Will it increase? Will it decrease? We can make examples and understand. But you have to get direct link. It is half mark each part in the exam. So I'm going to just explain part by part. First part, increase in sale volume. Now contribution per unit divided by selling price per unit into 100. Quantity may double, triple, half. No change in PV ratio. So no impact in first part. Second part, increase in fixed cost. Fixed cost increases, it reduces profit. Fixed cost decreases, it increases profit. But no impact on PV ratio. No impact. Decrease in variable cost per unit. Variable cost declines, contribution increases. Variable numerator is increasing in my formula. Contribution per unit increases, selling price per unit remains constant, implies PV ratio increases. Decrease in contribution margin, numerator declines, implies PV ratio also declines. Increase in selling price, you need to understand this. 10 was selling price, 4 was variable cost, 60% was PV ratio. Selling price increases to 11. This remains 4. This becomes 7 divided by 11 into 100. So once it is 7 divided by 11 into 100, it is 63.64%. Earlier was 60%. So it is increasing. Make an example whenever you are in doubt. Sixth part, change in fixed cost, no change. Seventh part, 10% increase in both selling price and variable cost. Check it. 10 selling price, 4 variable cost, PV ratio 60%. Both increase by 10%. Selling price 11, 4.40 variable cost. So 6.60 on 11 into 100, 60% again. So no change. If both increase by same percentage, there is no change in PV ratio. Eighth, 10% increase in selling price, which is positive, decrease in volume. Volume does not affect my PV ratio. So this is 10% increase in selling price implies increase in PV ratio. Volume does not affect. There is no compensating effect in case of volume. Ninth, 50% increase in variable cost, 50% decrease in fixed cost. Now fixed cost will not affect my PV ratio. If there is increase in variable cost, implies decrease in contribution, implies decrease in PV ratio. Lastly, increase in angle of incidence. You will do later on profit volume graphs, charts, break-even charts. The angle of incidence is an angle which represents profit volume ratio. So increase in angle is increase in PV ratio. So this is 10th is increase in PV ratio. That is a complete A category questions. We'll be continuing with more concepts in next session to come.